Hello, and welcome to a reading of my story, The Raintaker, written by Miss Wanetta Renay. Copyright 2018. All rights reserved. The Raintaker by Wanetta Renay grants that he may traverse the heavens and the earth, and that in the end he may meet his mother and father. Prayer for the Afterlife, Book of the Dead. The burly, gray-haired Egyptian archaeologist burst like a blood-filled piñata, raining blood on Setmes's desiccated mummy, filling his garishly decorated golden sarcophagus with hot, sticky gore. The first thing the ancient pharaoh is aware of is the bearded scientist flipping like a fish stranded on the banks of the Nile. Setmes's pushes the dried husk of the aged, bespectacled archaeologist off his mummy case and rises, feeling the intoxication of the rejuvenizing blood surging through his unwrapped body. He looks around him. The afterlife, he notes, is a thing of white-walled austerity, smelling of death and the uncanny elixirs of the apothecary, alive with a distant thrum of unseen machinery. He catches a glimpse of himself in a computer monitor. His face is a coal-black, leather-upholstered fright mask, replete with grinning hollow rictus, bloodshot, hard-boiled-looking eyes, set in hollow sockets. He sighs, remembering how handsome he was on the day he married his sister, Ayat, and how mischievous her smile looked in the flickering orange oil lamp light as they made love, not for the first time, that balmy, star-filled midsummer night, when the air was redolent with the sweet smell of lotus blossoms. The ghost of that scent is in his nostrils as he shambles out of the MRI room of the St. Mary's General Hospital, his head throbbing with the rapid beating of his time-worn heart. 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 The obese triple bypass candidate lies on the chrome surgical table, her ribcage jacked open, revealing a beating heart. Fascinated, Setmesses touches the pulsing, rubbery, reddish-brown organ, initiating a tsunami of pukor as the homely female patient seizes. The handsome black heart surgeon starts bleeding from his eyes, while his Asian assistants slip on their own blood. Amid the chaos, the former pharaoh pleads his case to be found worthy of immortality to what he believes to be the 42 celestial judges, and not a bunch of arrogant, pimply-faced medical students running riot in the nosebleed seats of the operating theater. Judges. Judgment. How would they have judged me? if they knew I murdered my own son. When his first son was born, or his first child was born, and he held it still warm and sticky with his mother's fluids, smelling of her, one look at the tiny babe's flat, expressionless face, slanting dull eyes, small gaping mouth with lolling pink tongue, and he knew that the boy would never be a pharaoh. He had the drooling infant drowned in the rushing brown waters of the Nile, the tiny body disappearing beneath the frothing waves, the water silencing his screams. Death. Set misses, muses. Did my son sleep eternal, or reach the afterlife? Death. Death. Set Messes shuffles through the hospital morgue swinging green doors. He sees a short, stocky woman with close, chopped gray hair and blue scrubs, intent on weighing a human heart on a scale, while talking to a little silver box suspended in midair in a resonant alto. She stands over a butchered human corpse lying on an L-shaped chrome table. The pharaoh ponders this. Clearly, this is Ma'at, the wearer of souls. But where's her feather counterbalance? And where are her wings? The ancient Egyptian reaches out, brushing a cracked fingernail tentatively against the goddess's muscular, bare, freckled arm. She wheels around, spontaneously lactating crimson vital fluid. She falls to the floor, foaming at the mouth. The pharaoh feels his ancient heart hammering in his desiccated chest. Sweat pours off his aching, mummified body, causing him to shiver in the frigid canned air. His stomach lurches, tastes fresh vomit, immemorial dust, as he throws up in his mouth, shakes his head to clear it. What a strange place this afterlife is. Afterlife. Life. His former life. His former life seems like a dark dream. As he lay dying in a foreign campaign in the midst of the clatter of chariots, the shrieks of the fallen, delirious with a fever that made him sweat blood, they told him of the death of Aat in childbirth. Days later, he succumbed to his wasting disease, only to lie, aware of the eons ticking by, in his musty green, or his musty coffin, missing his wife. She would be here. I must find her. He sees a door with the legend exit above it, and he walks through it into the cool, fragrant night air. Outside the hospital, Setmusa foot slogs arthritically beneath strange, glittering stars. The wind has given voice to the swaying pine trees. The air smells of damp earth. A group of armor-clad centurions bark orders at him in an arcane language. Then a light shines in his eyes. blinding him. Behold, it is Ra's light. Soon I shall become one with Ra and ascend into the heavens. It is his last thought before the SWAT team's bullets rip through him. And that is the end of The Raintaker, written by Wanetta Renay. Thank you.